And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala declares, and we sent down the book, yani the Quran, on thee, O Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam, that this Quran might explain all things. And therefore that this Quran might explain that strange age when the Khilafah, the state and government in Islam, disappears. And it is replaced by something else, the modern secular state, the Commonwealth of Australia. This Quran will explain that strange age when the Khilafah disappears. And for a period of time there is no Khilafah. And then the Khilafah comes back one more time. And in this Quran there is guidance how to respond to that strange age when the Khilafah will no longer be there. That explanation and that guidance have come from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as an act of rahmah. And for those who search and find it and accept it and embrace it, bushra lahum, good news and glad tidings for such people. They will understand the world in that age, which others cannot, and they will respond to it correctly, while others will not. Imam al-Mahdi and the return of the Khilafah. And we pray for peace and for blessings on all his noble messengers, and in particular on the last of them all, the blessed Prophet Muhammad alayhi salatu wassalam. What is the Khilafah? The Khilafah is state and government in Islam. What is Islam? The definition of Islam is submission to Allah. What is submission to Allah? Submission to Allah is submission to Allah as Al-Malik. In some translations in English you find Malik as king. No, we don't want that translation tonight. We're dealing with political terminology here tonight. And so Al-Malik is the sovereign. Now that's a word you'll understand. Sovereignty belongs to him. And so to submit to Allah in Islam is to submit to Allah as sovereign who possesses sovereignty. To submit to anyone else as sovereign, to declare that anyone else possesses sovereignty, is to say goodbye to Allah. Did you hear that? To submit to Allah is to submit to Allah as Al-Akbar. And He reminds you that He is Al-Akbar. Because every time you perform salat, you cannot move in salat without Allahu Akbar. Al-Akbar is the one who has supreme authority. And so the Khilafah is a state and government which submits to Allah's authority as supreme. For a Muslim to submit to anyone else and recognize his authority as supreme is to say goodbye to Allahu Akbar. Islam is to submit to Allah as Al-Hakam. The 99 names, this is one of them. Al-Hakam is the lawgiver, who not only gives the law, but his law is the supreme law. And when he makes something haram, it must be enforced as haram. And when he makes something halal, it must be enforced as halal. And so anyone who submits to any law other than Allah's law as the supreme law has said goodbye to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as Al-Hakam. This is called, in the political terminology of Islam, this is called shirk. When Fir'aun declared, Ana Rabbukumul A'la, I am the one who is sovereign. I possess sovereignty. That was shirk. When he declared, Ana Rabbukumul A'la, I am the one who possesses supreme authority. That was shirk. When he declared, Ana Rabbukumul A'la, my law is the supreme law in the land of Egypt. That was shirk. And Allah punished him with terrible punishment for his shirk. A system of state and government in which Muslims could submit to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as Al-Malik, as Al-Akbar, as Al-Hakam. The Khilafah was destroyed. Who destroyed it? Why did they destroy it? How did they destroy it? When did they destroy it? What did they replace it with? With what was it replaced? And what is its destiny? These are awesomely important questions which very few can answer today. that the Jews had in their heart, as they still have to this day, even after they had lived in the wilderness for 2,000 years. It is the conviction in the heart of the Jews that it is their destiny to liberate the Holy Land of non-Jewish rule, to return to the Holy Land not as tourists, no, to return to the Holy Land to reclaim it as their own. For 2,000 years the Jews had this conviction in their heart that one day this will happen. To restore in the Holy Land the state of Israel, of Nabi Dawood alayhi salam and Nabi Sulaiman alayhi salam. And that the golden age will come back one more time. The golden age when that state of Israel, of Nabi Dawood alayhi salam and Nabi Sulaiman alayhi salam, was the ruling state in the world.